That's what's crazy about this Heat team. I mean, I know other people have referenced it, but they not only lose the first play-in game to Atlanta, but they're trailing in the second half to Chicago. Their season nearly ends at the hands of the Chicago Bulls in a play-in,
Right.
and it turns into this, which doesn't have really a historical comparison. The Knicks back in that lockout year, I think at 99, maybe there's an
99,
eight
yeah.
seed.
So the Knicks in 99 were the eighth seed. They lose to the Spurs in 5 in 99. This is, so the Heat have essentially, they're now neck and neck with that Knicks team as making
You want
history.
to know the recent one that I remember that was surprising was actually the Heat in the bubble, where they were a 5 seed, and like,
Sure.
I mean, obviously because Jimmy Butler's the leader, and like that's the most obvious comparison of a recent finalist. How about also 2011, the Mavericks? They were a 3 seed, but I remember going in the playoffs, like a lot of people were picking the Blazers to beat them in the first round. I think it was the Blazers. And they really surprised a lot of people and continued to move on and then won the title.
Well, and again, similar because they also won the title. If the Heat are looking for motivation, there's that legendary Rockets team in 95. They beat the Magic. They sweep the Magic. They were a 6 seed that year. So this is not what we thought, because it's not just any 8 seed. This is an Eastern Conference that had Milwaukee, that had Philly, that had Boston. These were the Titans of the league.
But yeah, they have a chance if they won the title to go through Milwaukee, the 1 seed, Boston, the 2 seed, and then Denver, the 1 seed in the West. I mean, that would
Right.
be an insane path. And
Right.
also, I know you were setting it up a little bit like this overmatched, tired Heat team going into the finals, which I think is a fair way to look at it. But also, like, how overmatched did you think the Heat were against the Bucks? How overmatched did
Yeah.
you think the Heat
Yeah.
were against the Celtics? Like,
Yeah.
should they be underrated going into these finals?
Probably not. Probably not at all. You know what I mean? Like there's something about, it's cliche. I'm repeating myself from last week that heat culture is become something that makes people roll their eyes, but they've been getting it done and it's fun to watch.